Warning, this show has outdated attitudes, language, and views which may cause offense today. If you don't like it, suck it. Valhalla, what is your profession? Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me today is the one, the only, the beautiful Reina Creole. Welcome, Reina Creole.
Thank you, Loki. So glad to be here again. Love being here.
Well, we love having you here. And good morning, Sit Room, Darth Haster, Purple Valkyrie, and Samantha Joe. The Valkyries are here. Nina Green, good morning, Nina. Speaker for the Dead. Day Bob, Gun Bunny, Psycho Dwarf 9, MB Geek Lex Talk. Hail, Jesse. Mr. CCDB, Dave G Sound, Darth Haster, Adega Outlaw, the Doctor of Disaster. Curry, Sit Room, good morning, everybody. How is everybody out there doing this morning? Keely Chow, Roll Tide. Keely, Roll Tide, brother. Wow, thank you all so very much for being here. And, of course, my other wrench, Chris Persia. Good morning, Chris. Derek McManus, Mountains of Elysium. Guys, thank you so very, very much for being here this morning. Yes. And welcome back. I got breakfast ready. I was like, ooh, I get to have breakfast with Reina Creole.
And you put bacon on there. I love bacon.
Yes, bacon is good.
Yes.
Bacon and French toast. And if you ever make your way down here, there is, well, it'd be up here and to the left. There's this old style waffle place. And it's not a Waffle House before people think, oh, it's Waffle House. No, it's this Belgian waffle. It's Belgian waffle. And they have had the same recipe since the 1950s. They've been in the same location, and it's all restored. And it's so nice. And we've got a $2 super chat from Derek McManus. Let's have a Friday Godzilla skull. Well, you ask and you shall receive, Derek. Godzilla skull.
I love Godzilla.
Well, you got two. You got Godzilla and you got Mecha Godzilla. Oh, I love that. I love that. The fight of the fire breath.
Just like you see it when it's on screen. It's just like, yes.
Oh crap! I know I've got another one. There we go. Let me see if I can actually pull that up on my board. So it's not still there. So I've got a $6.99 super chat from Chris Persia. A shout out to the perfect place to start the day with Loki and all assembled in the halls of Valhalla. Thank you so very much, Chris. And skull! Thank you guys so very much. You guys keep the fires burning here in Valhalla. Thank you, gentlemen. So, Rihanna, what have you been up to lately? What have you been doing?
Oh my gosh! Besides work and school,
Mm.
just trying to put out videos when I have a chance. I just did. I dropped two videos. One was the review for the WandaVision trailer.
Yeah, what did you
That
think of that?
I thought it was freaking awesome because it dropped during I had my Sunday live stream, and someone said, "Hey, they just dropped the WandaVision trailer." So we were looking at it and we were like, I went from not giving a crap about this show to holy crap, I can't wait to see this show because the trailer, it was no one knew really what this show was about or had any idea of what the show was about. And the way that they edited the trailer, it was like it's like a mystery
Yeah,
laid out, and you get the pieces, and then there's the bending of reality. It kind of has that like Twilight Zone element
yeah.
to it.
With
And
some
I thought it was
bewitched, with
awesome.
some bewitched
Yes,
thrown in there.
which it's like you have the 50s golden era of television. Then they have the mom from that 70s show
Yeah,
who's in it too.
I love her.
She's awesome. I can't. She fits in perfectly with that like 50s sitcom comedic. Her comedic timing, I think, is really going to add a lot of flavor to that. But I was just blown away by the trailer, and apparently I wasn't the only one because I did a follow-up video where that trailer within 24 hours across all social media platforms got 53 million views.
Yeah, that was more views than what was it? The trailer for Infinity War? Was it Infinity
Mhm.
War or Endgame? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Infinity War.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I would have made an amazing breakfast for our special guest today, except for the fact that a Dega outlaw blew up my damn taco truck like the racist Lex Luger he is. No chicken waffles, no peace. The
Oh
Mexican Iron
man, chicken and waffles is serious too.
Man. Shit. Ma-
Ah,
Thank you so very much, Mexican
yes.
Iron Man. And skull.
There it is! It's beautiful! Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
I just wanted to tell a really, really quick story because Mexican Iron
Yeah.
Man did a super chat for you. When I was at Universal Studios a couple weeks ago, and you walk by the Simpsons thing, the Bumblebee dude has a taco truck. And every couple of seconds, it plays some kind of like Mexican tune, like it was playing like Cucaracha. And as soon as I heard that, I thought about Mexican Iron Man. I'm like,
Ah,
dude would freaking love this.
holy crap. That's why would they have near Bumblebee? Oh, I wonder if that's not one of the ones off the second movie, one of the twins, because there was like an ice cream truck and something else. I don't know. That might be it. Who knows?
It's like a taco truck, and it's just hilarious. I think like every minute, it just rails off just like this, like a cartoon. So it'll do all these different Mexican tunes. It's just hilarious. I love it.
And the Jester of Sin with a 5 lira super chat. Hail Loki and Rihanna. May the fires of freedom never die. Hope everyone's morning is burning bright. Thank you
Amen.
so very much, Jester of Sin. And since you're the Jester, we'll give you some Godzilla too. Skull!
Woo!
Thank you so much, Jester of Sin and Mexican Iron Man. So, I saw that and like I was saying, it had that Bewitched vibe. It really did. I'm almost like forgot there for a minute. I wasn't watching like a preview for a Bewitched episode, and I really like both of those characters. So someone was saying, yeah, but he's dead. He dead, and I'm like, well, he is dead, but he's there. So this is either like going on in Wanda's mind, or Wanda's been taken and thrown into some kind of multiverse thing, and somehow he's there. So
That's what I was thinking because I told somebody, I said, no joke. I forgot Vision was dead until that scene in the trailer where, where she's like, am I dead? And he's like, no. She's like, but you are. And I'm like, oh shoot, that's
Oh
right, he is
shit.
dead. And he didn't die. Remember, he didn't die once in Infinity War. He died twice
Yep.
in Infinity War. So so I'm thinking, and I know I had talked about this in another stream. It's probably something to do in Wanda's mind, because just think, like, psychologically, you had to kill him. You had to kill your lover. He begged you to do it because you were the only person that could do it. You had to kill him. That basically broke you. And then to have Thanos resurrect him and kill him again.
Yep. And Jester of Sin, you have a great day. Thank you so much, Jester. Yeah, I didn't even think about that twice. Yeah, she killed him, and then Thanos brought reverse time, and then plucked the Mind Stone out of his head and took it.
Yep. Double,
like, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Curry's like double death. Yeah. I would have. You do see her like take Thanos down to his knees in Endgame. And I was like, I really wanted to see her just tear him apart. And I would have been totally cool if Wanda had done it, and Wanda had just like almost broken him before he had that fight with Tony for the glove. I would have loved that. Forget Captain Marvel and Brie Larson and all that. I would have loved to see her get some vengeance against Thanos.
Yeah.
So what other stuff are you working on?
Let's see. What am I working? Well, of course, I have the new the lunchtime show, which you dubbed the lunch table, official lunch table of the Fandom Menace.
Yes.
So I have that. I have that new show, which is working out really good, and the Valkyries are going to be on today. So I'm excited about that. And so that show, I'm kind of prepping that show, and it's just, I like it that it's in the middle of the day. So instead of my evening show on Sundays, it's like right in the middle of the day, so I can get people, from the UK and Europe on, and people, in the US on, and it's not some god awful time of the night or whatever. And it's just been working out really, really good to kind of bring people in from the Fandom Menace, to kind of feature them on and kind of get to know them, and do a couple fun, like a fun article of the day, and just to kind of get to know the fandom a little better, and kind of advertise their channels also out there. So it's sort of like my way of helping to give other channels exposure in the same way that like you and other channels have helped to give me exposure.
It's freaking awesome. I love the lunch table. If I didn't, I wouldn't have tried to. Oh yeah, Fandom lunch table of the Fandom Menace. Official lunch table of the Fandom Menace. Everybody in the Fandom Menace hangs out here for lunch because it's it's table.
no stinky lunch, or we got to kick you out. That's
no. What is that? It's a Frankfurter. No.
That's pretty much. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just a Pat Steven Seagal. Don't use a hot dog though. Yeah, Frankfurter.
Yeah. Hey, Pat Steven. Best assistant out there. He's awesome.
He is. He's absolutely awesome. Have you seen? Did you? I bet you didn't. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Give me just a second. Last night I got a message, and I know some people that are hanging out in here didn't see it. I know Mexican Iron Man saw it, but I got a message from this woman named Tata. Right, and I can't remember. Mexican Iron Man knows her better than I do, but let's see. And she was looking for alimony. That's her. She was looking for alimony.
I want that suit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, so like, do you know where Mexican Iron Man is? And I'm like, who is this? And this is Tata Lupina. And apparently Mexican Iron Man owes her alimony.
Oh, dude, you better get on that. You don't want her to, send the court after you.
No.
Mm-mm.
I brought this up last night, and he said that there was absolutely no truth in that. Hey, I told you to tell her I moved out months ago. No forwarding numbers. Remember Mexican Iron Man? Dude, I promise I will not tell her that you're moving to SC. I promise.
Yeah, but if she hires a private investigator, Loki's off the hook.
Yeah, that's my ex, not my kids. Oh shit.
Damn.
Oh shit. Tata Lupina. Mexican Iron Man called her Mexican Iron Boobs.
I can see why.
Apparently she ripped off his suit and tried to sell it on eBay, and when that didn't work, she tailored it to fit her proportions. Mike, what kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into this time? Lupita Mexican Iron Boobs. Yeah, Tata Lupita.
Tata. Is it Tata or is it Tatas?
Tata.
I just want to make sure I get my Spanish right.
Oh shit. I don't think those are iron from Colin B. Smith.
No, the only way they might be sort of iron if they were implants, but just saying.
Oh, she maxed out his Amex.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good.
No, knocked him out. He said she roofied him and put his suit on eBay. So I don't know. But
did she really, or did she make you some really, really good tacos that put you to sleep and you thought she roofied you?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Mexican Iron Man, you got some answers, brother. We need some answers here. I promise I won't. She found you through the show, obviously, but I promise I won't tell her that you're going to SC. Oh wait, she watches the show. I forgot. I lost my black card over her trip to Victoria's Secret. How the fact you spent $30,000 at Victoria's Secret? Oh, it's possible.
Did she buy a store? It's not impossible, but yeah.
Oh shit. That Steven Seagal Loki is appropriating my memes. # formal protest. I don't know what you're wearing, brother, but it don't look right.
I saw that and I just oh god, it was funny.
It don't look right, brother. It looks like something's dangling. It looks like something's dangling there.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. My mind must have wiped itself. Like, you don't need to see this. You don't need to see this part.
I think he finally disappeared. I don't know. He might be back. Poor Mexican Iron Man and Tata's Lupita Mexican Iron Boobs. Well, is there more to this story, folks? We will find out in future episodes. Don't miss out, because you blink and you miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I'm glad you're doing so well. YouTubing is not the easiest thing in the world to do. People think that you just you just turn on a camera and you just do this. And you're like, no. There's planning that goes into things.
Mm-hmm.
There's contacts and reaching out to other people. That's a big thing. If anyone out there listening to this does this, reach out to people. Don't be afraid. Reach out to anybody, because the worst someone can say is no. That's the worst someone can say is no, I can't. Okay, and then move on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to reach out and network. Networking is a huge thing. If you're not networking with somebody, you know that, Lorraine. If you're not networking with somebody on Twitter or on YouTube or on something, you're
Mm-hmm. It's very difficult. I mean, I'm glad that I had my Twitter network because I've had my Twitter for about 10 years. Yeah, I know. All my friends hang out there, so that's why I have it. But that was like a good networking tool where I had an established network because part of a big push of my Twitter feed is being plugged into pop culture. Like at the end of all my videos, hey bye, hasta luego. At the end of my videos, I always say, never underestimate the power of pop culture, stay plugged in. And there are a lot of us who were on that political spectrum, but we love our pop culture and we don't like how that's being infiltrated. And I have people in that who there's a lot of crossover between my followers on Twitter and into that whole sci-fi pop culture genre. So it's like there's a bridge crossover. So using that network to connect with people in the fandom menace, it was just like making those connections and then it fed back into mine. And your networking, I tell people that your network never sleeps.
yeah,
Never sleeps. Just like Wall Street, where they say the money never sleeps, the network never sleeps. So you never know who is dropping into your streams. You never know who is talking you up to other people. You never know that. But unless you make that network connection, you won't have it. And like you were saying, the worst that someone can say is no. But at least make the effort to make those connections.
yeah, yeah. Make the effort and reach out and talk to people because if you don't, you might, never know what could have happened. You could have somebody
Well,
on that could completely change your idea about something, or someone that's been doing this for 10 years that knows a little bit about it that can give you, hey, you know what? Have you tried doing this? No, I didn't even think about that. Whoa, and the way this works and that works, you're
mhm.
like, holy crap, they've got a great idea. And yeah, share and do the same thing with other people. If someone comes along and they're new and they don't know what, is going on, and you might have something that could help them, help them. It's all about
Absolutely.
networking. YouTube is
Oh,
YouTube is all about networking.
it is. And sometimes I know for me, it's like I'm like crazy busy. I don't know how I do half of what I do. But at least if I can't actively push something like someone's show, there's someone in my network who may see that and wind up pushing it for me.
Yeah, we rise together, Purple and Mr.
Absolutely.
CCTV. Turns out I'm a cooking channel. Hell yes.
Really?
Hell yes. We need
Nice.
more cooking channels.
Yeah, someone said, "Are you going to do a cooking channel?" I'm just like, I barely have enough time to do this right now. I would love to, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
I'd watch it. Get some good recipes, share
Oh,
some good
thank you.
recipes.
Yeah,
I've got some
one day.
Italian stuff that's old school. I
Oh,
got some
nice.
old school Italian stuff.
Like
Yeah.
the pasta from scratch, like
Uh-huh.
flour and it. Nice.
And
Nice.
I've got
I, I
a
need I need a pasta attachment for my KitchenAid. I'm trying not to go down that rabbit hole, but it keeps calling me.
I've got a pretty easy pizza recipe that's really, really good. You just mix your sauce in with your toppings. Very, very old Italian sauce maker told me that. There's an Italian restaurant not too far from here, and she worked at Uno's. She's an old
Mm.
grandma, and she worked at Uno's, and she made Uno's first pizza sauce. And
Oh,
she said
wow.
they make deep dish there. They make the old school deep dish pizzas. And she said, toppings, cheese, sauce, bowl, mix. And I'm like, mix. And garlic butter with sauce, mix with sauce, then pour the sauce over the toppings and the cheese and mix it with a spoon. And I'm like, what? And she's like, then spread on top of your dough. And I'm like, no shit. Yes,
Wow.
good recipe. And I'm like, okay, so I go home and I make my dough, get my
Mm-hmm.
dough all rolled out and
Mm-hmm.
spread it on with a spoon. You just spread it on top with a spoon. You don't put the sauce down, you put the sauce over the toppings, mix it all up in a bowl. Oh my Lord. I was like, oh, this is good stuff. I'm giving away all my secrets. This is good stuff.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that because that sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah, your red sauce mixed with some garlic butter, and then you pour it over the toppings and the cheese. And I'm like, wow. And it comes out like an orange color, but then you're like, I don't know about this, but then you
Mm-hmm.
eat it, and
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
like,
ooh, it's good. It's almost like the sauce bakes a little bit and gets a little smoky and changes the flavor of everything. And you're like, damn.
that sounds. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. That sounds so delicious.
And poor fat Steven. I don't get no's. People just pretend I don't exist. People don't
Really?
tell him no. They just ignore him.
Oh, well, that's freaking rude.
And Chernogulus P. Uno's in Chicago was the bomb. Yes, it was.
I don't think I've ever had Uno's pizza. I've seen it, um, but I've never had it.
It's
But
good.
I hear it's good. So that is next time I see one, I might have to drop in and check it out. I'm just haven't been, but I've heard good things about it. I love deep dish pizza. I do love deep dish pizza. Ooh.
Yeah. And it's good. Man, I wish I had a picture. I don't have a picture I can pull up really quick. But they even taught me how to do that. Just
Mm-hmm.
take your crust, make your upper crust like you're gonna make a thin crust.
Mm-hmm.
And when you cook it, put the pan, like you get a big cake pan, put the pan down on top of it before you cook it and slice a circle. You slice it all the way around the pan you're gonna cook it in, right? And then you cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have some extra dough there and you roll that back out. And when it's done, you put that round piece that you cooked, you pull it and you only cook it for like 5-6 minutes. Pull it out and you put it in the bottom of the pan, and then you layer the walls of the pan with fresh dough. Then you put your toppings in, so the bottom cooks before that. Because I could never get the bottom to cook right. I was like, why can't I get the
Yeah.
bottom to cook right? Well, you cook that circle first, and then you put
First.
the circle in the bottom of your cake pan or your
Mm-hmm.
cake dish, and then you layer the walls with soft dough. Then you put your toppings in, put your stuff in, cheese, sauce, whatever, and throw it in the oven. And oh yeah, it's good. It's good. I love it. See what you did, Mr. CCDB? You got us talking about food.
Biscuits and gravy. Oh, I got a killer biscuits recipe. Woo! That's my thing. Southern style buttermilk biscuits. Yes, indeed.
Mm, hell yes. Now I'm hungry. Damn. I've been
You
looking
need
at
to
all that.
see this picture and looking at all this stuff. I'm like, wow, it looks so makes the two waffles I had, my two Eggo waffles look like crap.
Oh, second of nine Loki, Polish kielbasa slit it lengthwise, stuff either Swiss or Monterey cheese, wrap in bacon, close with toothpicks, and grill or deep fry. Holy moly.
I need to try that. I need to try that. Yeah, Derek McManus. Yeah, biscuits are a different thing here in Northern Ireland. Yes, biscuits over in the UK are cookies. I found that out on my first trip.
And Chernogulus P, I've never had better bean recipes. You won't, dude. Since moving into Southwest Texas, you won't. The Mexican food in Texas, the Tex-Mex is something else. You try and get that shit here, and you're like, wait, what? Why does this look like you poured a can of dog food over a salad and taco chips? No, it's
Mm-mm.
totally different, dude. Bacon is the food of the gods by
You got that right. I use bacon for everything. You cook the bacon and then you save the bacon grease because then I use that to make my roux for gumbo.
And hello, Lady Miss, the guardian of
Hey,
the
Linda.
void. Good morning. We're just hanging
Good
out with Reina Creole.
morning.
And true that, Loki. Yeah, nothing like Tex-Mex in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You get into New Mexico, yeah, you can get some good Tex-Mex. But anything further north, and you're going. Wait, what? No, this ain't right. This ain't right. I want shredded fajita chicken with my quesadillas, not this. What is this? It's like soft,
The crap.
yeah, like frozen chicken. I'll put some frozen chicken in here and heat it up.
No, it's not the same. You got to have that
Mm-mm.
marinated chicken or else
Yeah.
sucks. Just sucks. Guys, I gotta go. I
Thank
gotta
you so
go.
much, Lorena Creole.
Oh,
Thank you so
thank
much
you
for
for
coming in
having
this
me
morning.
on. I love coming on. Love seeing all you guys in the chat. Love your show. Your show is awesome and it touches so many people. And it's part of my morning ritual. If I don't jump on in the chat, I've got you guys on in the background while I'm smashing heads at work.
Yeah. Thank you so
Okay,
much for hopping in this
everyone.
morning. We
No
love having you
problem.
here.
Love being here. Everybody have a great day. Take care.
Take care, Lorena. Thank you.
You. Bye.
Bye. And yes, as Fat Steven Seagal said, sub to Lorena or I don't get fed. Yeah, he doesn't get his half of a chicken nugget a day. Bad Steven doesn't get his half of a chicken nugget today. Well, I am waiting on a special surprise guest. So, who has actually a really, and there he is. Look at this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. He is the Doctor of Disaster, a Dega Outlaw, and I am so excited because he has a special announcement to make. And, dude, the floor is yours.
Oh, I loaded you up with some images on Twitter. I don't know if
Okay.
you want to share.
Okay.
This is
On
a
my
secret
way.
that I've been. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm on my way. I'm
All right.
gonna pull these up.
This is a secret that some of you probably have guessed at that I've been keeping for a while, and finally today, the announcement has been made. It was several months ago where I was on a lark. I sent out my book, The Blood Witch, just to see what a publisher would do, and they liked it. And lo and behold, the beginning of this company contacted me and said, I like it. Let's have your stuff. So I had the choice between two different traditional publishing companies. These guys kind of do an indie route, which is the wave of the future, and gave me a opportunity I couldn't refuse. So I am now signed with Mad Raptor Productions. That's the company there. They are going to be putting out my books next year. I should have Evolution, which you could no longer buy as of probably today off of Amazon. That will be redone by Mad Raptor, and they're going to make it better. Blood Witch and the rest of my sci-fi stuff, whatever goes. It looks like this is going to be really, really fun to do. But I've had to keep it a secret. I am on a non-disclosure agreement about a lot of the company, but yeah, here is the page where it says meet the authors. And when you get to that page, if you scroll down, guess who's the very first one?
Boom, right there.
There we
There
are.
it is.
And you can read my bio. It shows you Evolution, which, like I said, if you guys have that one, you now have a collector's edition. That one is going to go bye-bye, and then the new one will be done actually with a lot of improvements. I can't tell you, for someone who is a first-time author who never really did anything outside of just writing reports for x-rays and doing stuff for insurance, what it feels like when someone in the profession, several someone's in the profession say your stuff is really good and we want it for our company. We want to share in making a future for your stuff and for the company. And the owner thought that I would be able to help out, and that says a ton to my ego. It was really cool. And before all of this hit, I kind of hinted at it with Loki, so he's been keeping his mouth shut about the whole thing because, like I said, I was under a non-disclosure agreement, but he got hints of it before things actually went live. That raptor up there was custom made with the purple and gold to match the purple and gold cross sleeve that's in the Blood Witch, their family crest. So I'm been working with an editor for some time, having fun learning what it's like working with editors who have different opinions. But it's a learning experience. This is I can't tell you how geeked I am, how important it is for me, and how happy I am that Loki has allowed me to share it with you guys. I know it's a very, very selfish thing for me to come on here and tell this, but you know what? These are stories where, and this is the biggest thing you'll read in the bio there. If you go to the web page, I put the link there in Twitter as well, where the people in all of my books are based on real life people. And that's something that these people that I've met, whether in my family, in my profession, what have you, I wanted them to have a voice long after we're gone. And all of these people, maybe they're set in a fictional world, but the way they react, the experiences they had are in all of these characters. This is real life stuff twisted to meet sci-fi and fantasy. And I don't want those people forgotten. I don't want those lessons forgotten. And I want all of you to also, if you can, enjoy them. But this is it's a limited company in that they will only be having so many authors. I know with the hybrid indie publishers, because there's a lot of them doing it, and it works really well. I don't know if you know most of the old traditional publishing companies where they would have all the in-house stuff, they would print the books on their own. A lot of them aren't doing so well because that model has pretty much ran its lifespan. It's like the horse and buggy, where when cars were introduced, they kind of went away. Um, so we're on a new field, new group of people, and I'm excited. Had to get dressed up this morning, cufflinks and everything. So thank you for letting me share this, Loki. I hope all of you can find something, because with the authors that are there is quite, and I mean this not in the modern sense, but in the traditional sense, there's quite a diverse group of people. There's me, there is a minister, there are several different types of backgrounds and people that are coming in here bringing their ideas, their influence, their inspiration into Mad Raptor. There's a little bit of everything for anyone. And it's, as the logo says, they wanted fantasy and sci-fi with a bite. These have a twist. They're going to be kind of non-traditional. And those of you who followed my stuff know that I don't follow the mold, and neither do the other authors. So I would really appreciate your support in helping not just me, but also the company. I never would have guessed a year ago that I would have had two companies that wanted me at the same time, and that I had the option to go with this really, truly professional and wonderful group of people. I'm excited, and I'm going to shut up now.
No, brother, no, you should be excited. You have worked hard. You published your first book, Evolution. And I love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't promote you like I have, because it's absolutely wonderful. Guys, when we talk about all the bad things that are going on in pop culture, sometimes we forget that good things are coming out of this. And if there's been one thing I've tried to do, it is promote Adega, because he truly has a wonderful knowledge of sci-fi and has come out with a truly wonderful book and more. and more. I mean, you've been talking about your work now for the whole time I've been on YouTube. I don't know if you were talking about it before that, but there's stuff I haven't even seen. There's stuff you've had to take down, stuff you've been working on that hasn't gone up, and even stuff you sent me that you're like, shh, don't tell anybody. Check this out and tell me what you think. I'm going live with it in a couple of weeks, but give me your opinion. And it's so cool that I get to geek out, that I get to geek out over someone's work that is really, really good. You know, we get angry. Yeah, we fire up the sky horns. Yeah, we burn the village to the ground. But there's also those times where we raise our horns and we say skull and we dedicate our victories, and that those victories are dedicated to a Dig Outlaw because he is kicking ass and he is making a difference. And when they say, "Oh well, if you don't like this, go out and make something of your own," he did go out and make something of his own, proving to them and everyone else that yeah, you can go out and you can create an entirely new IP with your ideas, with your writing, with your stories, and they can get picked up and turned into something much larger than you could ever imagine.
Well, this is why I have been scarce for a while, is because, and Loki knows, I have been, now that I'm under contract, there's a lot of stuff I have to do. I've been writing blog posts, making new material, doing a lot of editing of old material. My YouTube channel has to mold, and you'll see it. It's going to change in the next day or two. Not a great deal, but it's going to mold to match some of the requirements. And I tell you what, to be, I thought I was a sci-fi author, and to have people kicking butt over my fantasy stuff, I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. This is just an honor, a big privilege, and I am happy to be in this community. One, not just because you all are wonderful people, but two, it's like Loki said, when people put you down or tell you that go out, we've taken your IP, we're going to do this with it. If you don't like it, tough. There is always a way to make new stuff, better stuff. Just because someone had done something wonderful in the past doesn't mean there isn't anything preventing new and wonderful things in the future. And I am so geeked.
I can tell, brother. I think we all are. We're all, dude. Congratulations, dude. Seriously, you've got wonderful stories, and they have gotten noticed. And guys, he can't. He talked to me about this months ago. He's like, well, Loki, I've got this choice I've got to make, and I don't know which way I'm gonna go. And I said, dude, go with your gut. Adega, go with your gut. Get whatever your gut tells you to do it. If you don't, you're just going to be kicking yourself in the ass later because you missed something. If your gut tells you to go left, go left. Whatever you think you should be doing, do it. And he did it, and he went with it. And I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you. This is so awesome that your work is going to get a lot more attention.
Well, I appreciate it. But, one of the lessons here is some guy who never thought himself the creative type when it came to literature can get out and do that. How many more other people out there, even in the audience, have talent that needs to be shared and that can be rewarded? Just because you have certain limitations doesn't mean that you have to succumb to them. It was like what we mentioned last night when I said you don't kneel. Well, that means don't kneel to your own limitations either.
Yeah.
You rise above them, take a chance, and see what comes of it. And in my case, it looks like really good things are coming of it. And believe it or not, there is someone who has made TV and a couple of movies who is being exposed to my book as we speak.
Really?
We'll see what comes of it. Yeah. There's also some other people, but there's a lot of stories that go across those places, and no one wants to get into Hollywood right now. Unfortunately, the people that I know don't like Hollywood that much either. So we'll see. it's a start, and it's a fun start.
Oh yes, and those are the
And
best.
I have to thank Loki so much. He did say that, there was a couple months ago, and I called him up, and um, normally, people ask me for advice, but I had to sit down with a friend, honestly, and chat with them and say, you know what, I'm torn between a good and a good, and I don't deserve this. And he said, basically, shut up. You do follow your feelings, and he knew which way I was going to go beforehand. I could tell because I made my choice. And he goes, "Yeah, that was what you needed to do." And I'm just going, "Oh, thank you." But he was wise enough, just to let me figure it out. Um, but the opportunities are there for everybody, really, really. And I know this company is. They'll be taking submissions. If you go to that the page there, and it will say submissions. If any of you else fancy yourself to be an author and you submit it, there may be an opening there for you. Um, we'll see. It depends on whether they like it, but it's limited. How many people they're going to take? I would not hesitate if you feel that you can do something that would be worthwhile to the world. And if you, and I know firsthand, if it's great story but poorly written, you're going to be rejected right away. So try and edit as best as you can. Because if it comes in dirty, it's not going to be accepted. It's professional. We're getting to a professional level, and I want to see other people there. So I know there's
Yeah,
good ideas.
they're accepting genres: high fantasy, speculative, dystopian, science fiction, horror, apocalyptic, and post-apocalyptic, urban fantasy, dark fantasy, weird / Lovecraftian, RPG light, humor and satire, and steampunk. That is excellent. That is absolutely excellent. Guys, I threw the link for the website in here. I'm going to throw it in here again. It is madraptorproductions.com. The link is in chat. Dude, congratulations, brother.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
It's just another way to defeat the established norms.
Yeah.
For people to overcome what these elitists have laid down and said you must follow and step in line. No, not anymore. Comicsgate, indie books, all of this. No, we're not going to listen to you anymore.
And James Andrew Morrison, I'm hoping to see a lot of independent studio pop up outside the Hollywood lunacy bubble. Yeah, now's the time. Now is the time.
Yes, it is.
So thank you so much for popping in, man.
Thank you for letting me blow off some pent up energy that I've had to keep quiet about for so long. Oh, this is so fun. This is very fun.
I know you've been excited, and I thank you so much for sharing that with me and for coming on this morning and sharing it, because I know you've been hyped up. I know you were hyped up last night when we did the Roman stuff, guys. He was like, tomorrow's the day, Loki, and I'm like, yes, you got to come on. And you thought you wouldn't be able to. You thought it was going to happen later in the day. And then, guys, like 10 minutes before me and Loriana went on this morning, Adega messaged me and was like, dude, she's doing it in 30 minutes. And I'm like, well, come on. After Loriana will probably take off at 8:30. And come on at the end of the show. If she's done doing it, come on at the end of the show and announce it. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this is my Christmas. This really is. Thank you for letting me take up your time and blab total narcissistic moments.
And PJ from Orville Nation, Adega is effing awesome. Thank you so much, PJ.
Yeah, and PJ, I have to give a real big thanks to you as well. You exposed me to several people. One including was George Peter Getsis. And what you guys don't know about the republishing of Evolution is they want it special. They want it different than what I had done before. And they know that I have fan art. And so they're going to, with the new edition, they're going to include the fan art that I received. And I talked with George because he's one who made an image of the lead character. And I said, the company wants to be able to include that in the new version. And he says, no. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. He says, I'm going to make you something much, much better. That was just a quick little drawing. Let's get to work. And I said, I can't pay you for that. And he says, I'm doing it because you're a friend and I like you. And George is very talented. And I wouldn't have met him if it wasn't for PJ. So I thank you very much. I made a good friend in the community. And I've gotten a lot of, I'll tell you, and I'm telling you this because you guys know who I am, and I don't blow smoke up anybody, but I have been told on a couple occasions, I don't know if you guys know who Alan Dean Foster is, but they said I am his equal. And I cannot tell you how blown away I am to hear that from people that I respect and people that have been in the business. This is just really, really, really exciting, very humbling, and I gotta shut up before I start getting into tears, man.
Well, they're right. They're absolutely right, brother. Huge. You have a wonderful talent and a wonderful ability to tell a story and make people involved. It's like I said the first time we ever talked about your book, and I was like, dude, you go like at warp speed. It's like there's like just a second to breathe as you're starting to this story, and then you're off to the races, and it doesn't stop, and you get more and more information along the way. And from what I understand, and I'm not going to ruin anything for everybody, as you go along in the further books in the Evolution series, you get even more knowledge, and you start to understand that this has been going on even before this character that you're reading about is doing what he's doing. This goes back even further than that, and
Goes back multiple millions of years and goes far into the future. We just have a brief little window, but there's stories to be told that can go for. I set it up to where it could be equal to or bigger than the Star Wars universe by a long shot, without being, some people just start throwing things at people saying, yeah, look at this, look, we can do this, but it has to make sense, and it has to be entertaining, and it has to tell a story that people can get close to and have a connection with. Well, yeah, this person, I know I've met them before, even though they never have, but they can, really relate to these people. And yeah, it does. It's just the start. It's just the start.
And Dragon Bro 91, we all love his glasses. No one has glasses like a Dega Outlaw. No one has glasses like he is the Doc Holliday of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. He has got the coolest glasses. He has got the coolest sayings. Someone comes up to a Dega, and of course, the Dega's gonna be like, "I'm your Huckleberry." It's just my game. Which is why he is Doc Holliday on the outros on this channel. Thank you so much for coming on here, brother. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad that you finally get to get the word out, and then you're not like, I have to hold on to this, Loki. I can't say anything. You can't say anything to anybody, Loki. I promise today, I won't. But I want to tell you.
I literally called him one time. It was 1 o'clock in the evening, 12 p.m. his time. And he sat down and chatted with me. That's what kind of friend he is. In the middle of the night. And he helped with mellowing out my mood and overcoming some of the issues that I was having, all because of this stuff. And it's nice to share. Thank you for allowing me. Very much so. Thank you.
No, you're a part of this community, man. You are a part of this community, a wonderful part of this community, and this community wouldn't be the same without you, brother. It has been my privilege to be able to get to help and talk, and you've helped me. And I've got issues, people. Everybody's got issues, but when it comes to sitting down and talking about what's going on, I've absolutely loved getting a chance to do that.
I'm geeked. Thank you again.
Thank you. In the Orville Nation, FYI, most people don't realize how successful the Gatsis brothers are in the entertainment industry, Loki. I didn't either. I didn't either. It's something that,
No, George is absolutely amazing. And when he had, well, I won't get into it, but the things he's done for me simply because he likes the work, and he is just a wonderful, wonderful man. I am very honored, not just with him, not just with you, but or PJ or everybody else, the whole community. It's a wonderful group of people. All right, I'm done.
all right.
I got things I have to do.
All right,
It was
brother.
a busy day.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't miss the Valkyries. They are coming up in just a little over an hour. And don't miss Loriana's lunch table later today. It is going to be a hoot. She's going to have the Valkyries on. And guys, thank you so very much. Any of the Loki Army members out there, we're going to get back together at 4 p.m. Central for a private hangout on YouTube. You can actually come up on the panel, hang out, and talk with me. Talk about whatever you want. Talk about the community. Talk about your experiences. Talk about what you like, what you don't like. That's going on in pop culture right now, and I can't wait to get to hang out with you guys today. So, thank you again, Adega, for hopping on. 4 p.m., guys. Valkyrie's coming up in just a little over an hour. Everyone have a great day. I'm going to leave you guys with some Kratos. I'm working on a brand new outro. So you guys take care, and we will catch you guys later.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.